Hello, everybody, and welcome to Zachary Reality. We are back here on this lovely Friday with Molly to talk all about our favorite things, which are reality TV. We're going to give our Golden Bachelor recap, our Bachelor in Paradise recap, catch up, do the gist. Molly, it's been a few weeks since
I
you
know.
have been here because you've been traveling. So, how are you? Where have you been?
I'm good. I was just in Michigan visiting family. It was a
Mm.
nice little break, but happy to be back and thank you for having me.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here. This has been honestly such a crazy, fun week in reality TV because there has been so much progress, I think, with like all of the shows. Like we're moving
Yeah.
along. But I also went to two really cool events this week. So I really do want to share with the class
Yes,
all
I'm so
about
excited to hear
everything.
about all of the things.
Okay. Well, I know you're the biggest Love Island fan. So I feel like we need to start with that, right?
Absolutely. First, I want to know who you met, who was interesting to me. Like,
Mm.
give me the tea.
Okay, so Peacock threw an event for Love Island Games, which was it was like a watch party. Who my favorite person to me? I mean, I love Selly. She's
Love.
such a queen, like she's literally iconic. Um, so interviewing her, Justine, Jack, I was so
So
sad
good.
that like a y'all wasn't there. And apparently I'm not the only one that has a crush on a y'all. Everyone felt the same way, and literally everyone was like, I can't believe he's not here.
Yeah, that note makes sense. I mean, you're probably one of many, including myself.
Yeah. But the event was just, like, really cool because it was at the Den, which is on Sunset, and, like, you go downstairs, and they totally rented out this entire place and, like, made it all Love Island-y, and
Yeah,
there was, like, I don't know, so many TVs, all the cups, there was, like, multiple photo ops, there was the bed, the picture that I sent you, like, I'm literally
obsessed.
laying down in the bed, and the food was good, and the vibes were good. I mean, literally the entire cast was there. Who would you have wanted to meet most?
Probably were Mitch and Tina there from Australia.
See,
Do you
I
know
don't
them?
I don't even know. I only know the USA
So to give
people.
you the tea, Mitch and Tina are now on Love Island Games. This is their third season together.
Oh,
They
no.
are not still together, but in their first season, they won, split up, went back into the villa, got back together again, and split up, and now they're both in Love Island Games.
Okay, so I, like, watched 5 episodes of Love Island Games to prepare for this event. They're so long. They're, like, an hour and a half episodes.
Yeah.
So, I've got to the point where I saw all of the Selly and Johnny drama because that was, like, mostly, I guess, in the beginning. So, it
Yeah.
really worked out that I was able to, like, chat with both of them, and I got to interview both of them, get their sides. But I wanted to, like, ask about the kiss and ask about, like, why he kissed her when she was blindfolded and, like, what it was like seeing your ex. What was your reaction to that drama?
I I just feel like he does anything to stir the pot and make the attention about him that he just doesn't. I don't know if think things through is the right way to put it, but kind of. Like, obviously, that was gonna make her uncomfortable. Obviously, it was gonna make everyone uncomfortable, and his reasoning behind it, at least in the show, was ridiculous. But what did he say to you when you interviewed him?
He said that he was there to make big moves, that he
We're
was a
so right.
bombshell, that it's like Love Island games, so you just gotta do
Exactly.
it. So, I really like Johnny. Like, I've met him before, but, like,
That's what he is, though. He's a schmoozer.
yeah, but I can be schmoozed.
Yeah, right,
Like,
exactly.
if you're
I
gonna be
know I
like
would push moves too.
if you're gonna
Absolutely.
give me good content and, like, you're gonna, like I'm gonna be interviewing you, like, on the street,
Yeah,
like, listen,
he will all of
these videos are going viral, so everyone check out my Love Island interviews,
it.
iconic.
Obsessed.
And then, where are we at now with the show, Love Island Games? Because I know the finale's approaching, and a lot of people do think Justine and Jack could win and that they could be
I
dating.
really hope all of that. Justine and Jack, like power couple, absolutely amazing. We just had 6 new bombshells enter the villa.
6?
6. So we have Mitch and
Damn.
Tina, like I just said, from Australia. We have Scott, who is Scott. It was just on Love Island UK, Love Island USA, and now on Love Island Games, all in the same year.
They do it all.
He literally was just on all 3 seasons. He just walked in, Zeta walked in.
Zeta is a queen. Can I tell you that? She is the most fun
Obsessed.
person to party with. So she had like everyone at her house after the party. And there's
Love.
like literally like 30 people in her apartment. I guess she like only lives there a few months out of the year because she lives in London. She lives here. Like she's so exotic. She's
Yes.
like that girl. Like literally everyone's obsessed with her. Like, do you think it's fair though if she could win though? Because she came in so late. Like, I don't like late arrivals
No,
winning.
me either. I don't even think she would have the opportunity to. Like right now, she's not like really pursuing anyone. Like it'd either be Justine and Jack, I think, or Imani and Ray are also like
Okay.
power couple
When
as
is
of
the
now.
when is the finale?
I don't know. I thought we had a couple weeks left, but maybe not.
Okay. Well, I'm really glad that there's no Bachelor next week because I feel like I will actually have time to like catch up on Love
Yes,
Island Games and on Southern
absolutely.
Charm. So I'm so glad that there is no Bachelor next week. But did you look
Yeah.
it up?
Yeah, I think it's oh wait, it's not coming up. It literally says everything comes out on November 1st, so that's not true.
Yeah, honestly, they just put so many episodes out like daily, so it's
Like every
literally
single day.
insane. But shout out to Peacock for hosting the event. Peacock literally has some of the best events ever. I love Peacock so much. But now we're going to talk about another event that I just went to last night for Prime Video. So we also stand Prime Video. We love Prime Video. This show is called Twin Love, and last night's premiere party was so much fun. Molly, have you heard about Twin Love or like
I
only
have
through me?
not
What do
just
you know
briefly.
about it?
So I just briefly know it. You said it was similar to the show where it was like siblings dating siblings, but this time they're all identical twins, right?
Yeah. So they're identical twins. They're living in identical houses. And the point is to see if the twins date each other, like date the same twins.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be like challenges and like obstacles, and there's gonna be like opportunities where you might have to put yourself before your twin. And for a lot of these twins, it's actually really
Interesting.
hard because
Yeah.
like for me, like I have an older brother. He's 1 year older. He's an Irish twin. Like if we're going on a game show, like literally he can kick rocks, right?
That's
Like
how I
I'm
feel.
going for I'm going
Absolutely.
for me. But twins are different because they
So
are so
different.
close that it was
Yeah.
just like a extra added layer of challenge and like emotion for
Right.
all of these twins. And I met so many of them last night, Molly, and it was like seeing double for like
Yeah,
three
was everybody
hours
so
straight.
freaked out?
Kind
I
of.
was so freaked out, like, "Oh my god, who are you?" Were you able
Oh
to
yeah.
tell any of them apart, do you think?
I mean, like some of them like looked a lot alike. There was a Whitney and a Brittany, so I was like living for that vibe.
Yeah.
So there was a few twins who like dressed the same, but there was actually drama with these two girls, these two sisters, not actual drama, but like one of them wanted to wear the same dress and the same hairstyle, and the other one was like, no, we can wear the same dress, just a different color. So it's just like some people were dressed alike, some twins were
Yeah,
dressed
trying to be the
separately.
opposite person.
But I got interviews with like half of them. So I'm gonna put those out in the next few days, and
I
they're all
can't
so
wait.
fun. They're
Is it
like
out,
on hit.
the show?
The show is out today on Prime Video, like all the episodes.
I'll have to watch. Another show
Yeah,
to add to my list.
I know, but no Bachelor next week, so we actually
Yeah,
have time.
we do have
Um, but also at this event, okay, there's like this is who was in the elevator as I was leaving. It was just too iconic. Okay, it was me, my plus one Hannah, Charity, Dotton, Artem, Nikki, Gleb. Is
stop.
and is Gleb engaged?
I don't know.
His woman, it's either his girlfriend, his fiance, or his wife. And it was just us. Like you can't
I
even write that. It all just happened. It was just like too many icons. I was like,
that's
Charity, there's too many
insane.
icons in here.
That is literally insane. I was trying to look it up for you. I can't find it, but that's crazy. I would have literally been like, "Okay, who can I interview next?"
Oh my god. Look up what? What were you looking up?
If he has a girlfriend or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. Someone will let us know in the comments. But I know he's like a girlfriend or engaged or whatever. But it was like so iconic. So meeting Charity
Yeah,
and Dotton, I was so excited to meet Charity. She is everything.
like bubbly, warm, like how she is on TV.
Yeah, I just feel like she's just like a girl's girl, a gay's girl. Like she's just like she wants to be everyone's friend. Like she is a
Yeah,
friend. Like I just feel like we were able to connect so easily. And like she's just so positive and warm and nice. And like I'm so rooting for her on Dancing with the Stars. And like I kind of was trying to tell her that like I'm obsessed with Harry and Ariana too. And like I'm rooting for all of you like equally. But like obviously like now I'm voting for her on Tuesday. Like all my votes are going for Charity this week.
we love that.
Who are you voting for?
Mine were all Harry, but I think we'll have to mix it up now. I just have been really liking this moment of him keep going, and there's still a couple others I'd rather see go before him. So
Mhm.
until it's like all the great ones and him left, I'll stop voting for him. But I think right now I still got to keep going.
See, I just like don't want to die on a sinking ship, and like
I
Harry's just not
know,
gonna win. And I feel like we've rooted for him so far, and like I'm
right?
glad he's gonna get to Taylor Swift night because I think him and Riley are
Right.
doing like Travis and Taylor like
I
You
would
Belong.
absolutely love that.
It's gonna be like a pop cultural moment, like a pop culture
Absolutely.
moment. So after this week, like I feel like I don't know if I want him to make top 4 because
I know.
I want it to be Charity, Jason, Ariana, and Sochi because I feel like
Sochi is amazing. Like, I kind of want her to win. If we're talking reality, I've been liking Ariana's routines more than Charity's, but Sochi is like just so good.
she's so good, and I think she's the biggest threat to Ariana.
Yeah.
But, like, I just feel like Ariana has had, like, such a hard year, and, like, she just deserves this. Like, Charity has her ring, she has her man.
Yeah.
Harry is going to be on Perfect Match, okay? He's gonna be on another Netflix show airing
Love.
next year. So, it's just like, this is Ariana's time to shine. But I'm still voting for Charity because she gave me an amazing interview, so you guys have to check it out on my channel. It's gonna be live in 2 hours, and she was just, like, everything like, she's so perfect. Like, she's just so nice and cool. I'm obsessed with her.
Love. How is he?
He's really nice. He's really supportive to Charity. I don't think he's, like, super into, like, pop culture. Like, we were at a reality TV event, like but
And
he
he was
definitely he watches the shows. Like, he's more, like, laid back, but he was really cool
yeah,
and really nice. Like, super
awesome.
like, he was very talkative,
Love.
just like a supportive partner, and they also said that they were planning on moving to New York after dancing,
Interesting. All right.
and that
Love
they're gonna get married, hopefully in 2025.
love.
So I got the tea too.
You really got the tea.
Yeah. She's just like I could go on and on about how amazing Charity was. Like, I can't. She's just so good. But Gleb is hot and
So hot.
Nikki and Brie. So they're no longer the Bella twins. They're now the Garcia twins.
Got it.
Did you know this? Like, don't
No.
you know them as the Bella twins?
Yes.
That's how, like, how I've known them forever, but it's the Garcia twins now.
Good to know.
I'm just so curious about the rebrand, and I wish I asked them that.
Yeah.
But
I'm
they were
sure
also
somewhere about it, but yeah, interesting. Especially
but
when, like, so many people know you as that for so long, like, why? But
I don't know why I didn't ask them. I also interviewed them, so check it out on my channel.
love.
But I just don't know why, but they were so fabulous, and they're the hosts of this show. And one of the things that they said was interesting is one of them was like, I wanted to tell you when I was pregnant, but I had to tell Artem first. And that was just like, I thought that was like an interesting moment where, like, sometimes you want to tell your twin things before you tell your partner.
Right, right. Yeah. True.
Yeah. Okay. Um, 12 minutes in, it is time to get to our Golden Bachelor recap. We are down to 2 girls left, Leslie and Teresa. Molly, we're in Costa Rica. What was
Yeah.
your thoughts on well, wait, you haven't been here. Faith going home.
That was, like, the saddest thing ever. It was horrible seeing the Women Tell All last week and how upset they both were. I almost felt like whoever Gary chooses, if I was her, I'd feel some sort of way at how upset Gary still was about Faith. He
What?
was
You think he's holding on to
sobbing.
feelings?
I think a slight feeling is still there. Like, it wasn't just like a sad, "I'm sorry I hurt you." Like, he felt really emotional, and he is just emotional, but I don't know. If I was, like, his current woman, if he has one, I'd be like, "Maybe there's something
Are
lingering
you
for them."
kidding me? No. That is
I don't
so
know. You don't think so? They were so, so sad.
okay, so I always thought he was picking Faith. She got the first impression rose, like,
That's what I mean.
genuinely, but I think something switched at Hometowns when she was so settled in Washington, and I feel
Right.
like she's so different than Gary. Like, think about it, like, Leslie's in the
Yeah,
Midwest, Teresa's Jersey. Like, I think he has so much more in common with Leslie and
absolutely.
Teresa, and those relationships have grown. So I think with Faith, it was just like it's ran its course, and it was sad because I
Yeah,
think he thought Faith was going to be the one for so long, but then at Hometowns he realized that
it wasn't.
she wasn't.
I don't know. It makes me really sad. She was my favorite. Teresa
Mhm.
and Leslie, I'm kind of just like,
Wait, we'll get to them.
I yeah.
I want your women tell all thoughts.
I mean, I think it was great. I, like, loved seeing them all interact together. I wish that Teresa was there to see her and Kathy talk about it versus just hearing Kathy's side, but in the end,
Yeah.
I thought it was a good women's tell all. It was quick, it was to the point, and in the end, like, it really just showed how they grew their friendships more than anything and, like, really, like, have confidence in each other now, which
Mhm.
I loved.
I really wish that Teresa would have been there as well, but I think
Yeah,
she's the final 2. She could be the winner, so it's just
I
like
know.
we're never gonna get that, but Kathy did say that the zip
Yeah,
it. She said everything's fine. And I thought Sandra was iconic. Joan was iconic. Susan was iconic. Ellen,
Ellen.
so touching with Roberta. You love Ellen. She was
Yeah,
your
I love
favorite.
Ellen. She was my fave. It was so upset seeing like her so sad. Everything was so sad, but I'm glad that she was able to experience it and tell her story and loved it.
See, I don't think I have like one favorite. I think I just like collectively love like Susan, Sandra, Faith, Ellen, Joan, like kind of like all of them. Like,
I
who's going to
know.
be the Golden Bachelorette? Because E! News put out an exclusive article with the nominees. So this is real. This is actually happening. They're going to announce it
I'm
in 2
excited.
weeks.
I'm so
Golden
excited.
Bachelorette.
Who do you want it to be?
I really, realistically, I think it's going to be Leslie because I think he's going to pick Teresa.
Okay.
What do
Very.
you think?
I was thinking maybe Joan, but I don't know. Only because she's like really trying. I told you, really trying on social media right now, but it could just be because she's interested in like starting a TikTok. I don't really know. But
So, like, wait, listen to this theory and then give me another
okay,
name. Some people have said that because Joan left, she could leave again. Like, what if there's another situation
true.
where like her kid needs her? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So, I don't know. Like, I think it's really hard when you're in this
Yeah.
process to like disconnect from your outside world and your
And
family,
everything, especially them. Yeah.
which is why it's, always been easier for people to do it in their 20s and 30s. But like in this
Absolutely.
situation, there's a lot of pressure. So there needs to be some leeway with the Golden Bachelorette where maybe they do it in their hometown. Maybe I don't know. I mean,
Totally. I mean, I agree with Anna. I like hope and wish it would be Ellen. I just don't think she wants to do that. Like, I don't think she'd be down.
yeah, I can actually show your comments on the screen, guys.
Ooh,
So if you guys have anything to say, if you guys are just joining live, give this video a thumbs up. Please make sure you hit subscribe and join the live chat. But of course, this will be saved if you miss this live or you have to go. I don't know who the Bachelorette will be. I think it's going to be Leslie. So who do you think it's going to be?
I think maybe Joan.
Joan.
I still
Really?
think maybe Joan. Yeah, she like got to say
Mm.
she got to like talk more in the women's tell all. She like wasn't sounds horrible, but she left and then like that was it. She wasn't like so important, but they gave her a lot of screen time in the women's tell all, I felt like.
But who do you think Gary is going to pick?
I think he's gonna pick Teresa, which I'm
Yeah.
not happy about.
I'm shook because
I'm
if you would have
so
told us
shook
this 3 weeks ago that he was
when we
picking
were like
Teresa,
yeah, when we were really going in.
we were like, Teresa's going home next. Teresa's going home this week.
I
Teresa, like,
guess I mean, I think we
how is
definitely
she
saw
still
her in
here?
a different light last night where she talked more about who she is and how she has a head on her shoulders and is determined and everything else. Like she definitely maybe seems a bit more grounded than Leslie. So
Hmm.
really just depends on what he's looking for. Like I thought that Teresa was definitely coming off more I don't want to say needy, but kind of like I need you in my life versus Leslie was like, this would be amazing, like uplifting experience for both of us was the difference between the two of them. But he even said in the preview for next week or 2 weeks from now, like Leslie is fun, but Teresa and I have emotional connection. So like
I thought it was just so obvious and clear watching this episode. And it's kind of been Teresa all along, which is
I
so
know,
mind blowing. But like the more I'm
mind
seeing
blowing,
it, I'm like,
mind
he
blowing.
wants Teresa. Like that is what he's looking for,
Yeah,
Teresa.
and I felt so badly knowing in the back of my head that I think he's gonna choose Teresa, watching his whole date with Leslie. Like he literally said, this is it. Like we are for each other to Leslie.
I can't believe he's leading her on so hard, and I don't know
So
why
bad,
he's doing that.
so bad.
Also, I think that Gary might be in on the joke because when he said, "This is the most painful thing since my wife died," that felt like a line that he is like trying to put on a good TV show. I don't know what this meltdown's going to be
Yeah.
on the finale, but I can't imagine it being anything that serious.
It's just gonna be like
So,
breaking one of their hearts after like totally leading them on. But I guess that kind of happens like every season.
but this one is intense because he's like
So
really like saying everything. But I think Leslie will be fine. I think Teresa would be crushed.
I think so, but I don't know. Like, I felt like they had a really good conversation, and like he was like, "You this, you that, you like everything, like every little thing." He was talking about Leslie, and then watching Teresa's date, I was like, "Damn, he really led Leslie on."
Yeah.
She was like, "We can do this," and he was like, "Then this is it."
Well, maybe he doesn't know yet, and he's just trying to live in the moment with both girls. The
Yeah,
fantasy suites got a little flirty, a little
it was spicy.
sexy.
It was spicy. Leslie
Yeah.
asked him when's last time he had sex, but he shut down the question, and she answered it.
I can't believe he didn't answer that, but like understand.
Understand. She did. She said a year.
Should we answer it? For me, it was like last 2 weekends ago in Vegas.
It's been a long time for me. Like, I don't
Okay.
even know.
No, it's not. Oh, you're giving the Gary. Okay, but it's not good. It's not nice to ask people. But
No.
like, I guess they had
But
to
in
ask
their
each other.
situation, yes. Like, yeah.
They had to ask
Like,
each other. And she was like, a
absolutely.
year ago. I don't think they did it though. I think he's,
I don't think they did it either. I don't think either of them did.
yeah.
Wait,
But
can we talk quickly about Teresa's outfit?
with her butt was hanging out. When he left, her butt was hanging out. Oh my God, she is, yeah. Oh my God.
We had a watch party, like my friends came over last night,
No,
and
I
we
remember. I
literally
was like,
all were like, "What is she wearing?" She's wearing like a woman's boxer brief situation. Like that was like underwear.
I think Teresa is more fun than we think she is.
I think so too. Did you see her fit?
I like need to meet Teresa.
I can't believe she was wearing that and then had a headband in her hair. Like she then tried to play like, "Oh, I'm so sweet and innocent," with like
Wait,
a headband with a bow.
have you not realized? Like, I'm starting to realize Teresa is like a reality TV legend. She has so much like going for her.
Yeah, no,
No?
this is a
Think
lot.
okay, if she wins and she gets engaged to Gary, think about how iconic they're gonna be as a couple. Like when they do photo shoots together and like interviews and like they have
Yeah.
so much
That's
like
how Leslie
potential.
I feel like Leslie's like that too, though. Like watching them interact, I feel the same way because she's like out there. So like
But we
I
know,
don't
but I'm just convinced he's picking Teresa. And I love not being spoiled because I'm so shocked
I
Teresa has
know.
made it this far.
Yeah.
But I really think he's picked, like, Leslie has to be the Golden Bachelorette. It only makes sense. She's going to be the most heartbroken.
Yeah. Do you think Faith has an option, like an opportunity to become Bachelorette?
Maybe, but I just feel like no one's going to remember her heartbreak in 2 weeks when we see Leslie get heartbroken. It's always like the runner up. But did you see Faith's Instagram? She put up a video and
No,
the
I
background,
didn't see
the
it.
song was, but you gotta have faith. Ooh, you gotta have.
Oh, so she's iconic too.
And Sandra put out a TikTok video like saying thank you so much. And like she's sharing her meatball recipe. These women are stars.
They
They're
are stars.
stars.
Susan, I love to see on TikTok. She did a whole video too, to saying thank you. She's like such a like girl's girl. I love Susan.
And Sandra, I love Sandra.
Yeah, no, this
Oh
is a
my
good
God.
cast.
Okay, I'm like manifesting. And if you have to fly out, like we need to go to after the final rose.
Trust me,
Like
I'm
the
there.
live taping, like we need to get
Yeah,
tickets. We need to be there. And I hope that Sandra and Susan are there. Like we need to sit with them.
absolutely. Yeah, you know, I'm down.
Okay. Anna thinks that Susan should be the next bachelorette.
Yeah, I would love that for her too. If Susan could,
Um,
that would be great. I just don't think she will, but would love that for her. I could foresee like
mhm.
if I don't know, Leslie becomes a bachelorette, then bringing in Sandra to like help her out for like an episode.
Oh,
Like
for sure. They'll do that with a lot of them.
that would be fun.
Can we please talk about Bachelor in Paradise?
Absolutely. Last night was a lot and so long.
It was the longest episode ever in the commercials, but it's so
So long.
good. I
It was
liked it. I thought it
good.
was good. I just hate the commercials because they're so long.
So long. You know, last night was a good episode. A lot happened last night. Where do you want
I
to start?
watched I watched on Hulu and like the commercials like were just a minute and a half,
I
like
watched
every
live, so they were like
5
just as
minutes.
long, if not longer.
Oh my God. I don't even okay, well, I did talk to Charity about her coming in with like the whole Aaron thing. And like she said that like she wishes Aaron and Eliza well.
Love.
Right. So so she left. How did this episode start off?
Started off with Jordan coming in and going on a date with Rachel.
Okay, Jordan, and then I guess his name was Taylor.
Taylor, I have no idea. No one's interested. Poor thing.
Yeah, but I think that Mercedes should go to him because let's actually start with Mercedes and Tyler
Okay.
because
Tyler's
I am
not interested.
so frustrated right now with Tyler. Like, are you
Same, because
kidding
he's
me?
normally like perfect. So like what's happening? I do think he was so for Rachel in his season that I just feel like he doesn't want to be vulnerable like that again on TV. Like now
And
being in the situation again is like reflecting and is like, wow, I really put my heart out there and like was hurt on national television that he thought he could, and I just don't think he can.
like the truth box is literally the truth. And I think the producers write it when they said that
Yeah.
Tyler is not really into Mercedes, everything just made sense because Tyler literally kissed Jess last week and there was never a conversation with
No.
Mercedes. And then when you see Tyler's like energy on the beach, like we've seen Tyler in love with Brittany, with Rachel, like
Yes.
he is giving nothing to Mercedes. And it's so unfair because Mercedes is a queen that deserves so much.
Is
So
it-
I think Mercedes should go for Jordan V or the
Yeah.
guy that Jordan V came with.
I
Because
don't like the guy he came in with,
you don't
but
think he's kind of cute?
I felt like he was, I mean, maybe it's just him being on TV. I felt he was just, like, awkward. He was, like,
Mm.
dancing like this when, like, no one was talking.
I just think that there is still a few more options for Mercedes, so I hope that she doesn't
Absolutely.
get heartbroken because I feel like at this point, like she's dated like 3 guys, and like when Kat and John Henry were
Right.
like, at this point, like it's the last
I
people you're
do
gonna
think
date.
Yeah, I do think that she's extremely realistic though, and at least is, like, catching the red flags that she won't be I think she'll be the one to call it off rather than him, like, before he
Mm.
doesn't show interest, I think.
Yeah, I think she's gonna go home because in the teaser for next week we saw that Kylie was running, so I think she was just like running to say goodbye to like one of her best friends.
Maybe, yeah. So, yeah,
Okay.
annoyed at Tyler.
So annoyed at Tyler, and
Jordan V,
Jordan V came in, and him
love,
and Rachel went on a date, and this was kind of like the big build up that we've been waiting for a long time.
right.
So, I don't think he's as cute as I thought he would
I
be.
still think he's cute. Ugh,
No,
I
he's
think
got
he's really
great
cute.
abs,
I
great
think
abs.
he's really cute. I mean, I do think, like, Tyler and Blake, obviously my holy grail, are cuter than him, but I do think he's very cute compared to everyone else there, absolutely.
My bachelor crush is Joey, so I'm like in a great position where like he's not even the bachelor yet. So like
Right.
I'm gonna have a crush on him for the whole year. Like
But
it's
yeah,
perfect. I
yeah.
don't have a paradise crush.
Meredith,
So
we know why,
Um,
it's clear.
Rachel was kind of like vibing with Tanner, and Tanner gave her the
Yeah,
rose. And I do think that was like kind of a producer thing that they wanted to keep Rachel because Tanner really did hit it off with Davia. So like I don't understand how that faded.
it
But
was so
Rachel took it the way away that it was a friendship rose. So she went on the date with Jordan V and like came
weird.
back and then kind of went back to Tanner. Do you think Jordan V and Rachel still have chemistry? Like is
I
this
do. I
second
thought that
chance?
was a really good date, and I kind of was frustrated in how she went about it because, I mean, obviously we don't see the whole episode, like the whole night, but I
Uh-huh.
felt like she came home with Jordan and then immediately went and talked to Tanner, and then they started making out. So I was kind of just like, did you just jump ship? Like, are we forgetting about Jordan again after he like now gave you a second shot after you sent him
Mhm.
home the first time? So I hope that we see next week her having a conversation with Jordan, or at least them getting on the same page. But I do think she's now icked a little bit by Tanner after the roast.
Yeah, but I think that her and Tanner make no sense.
0 sense. Maybe do you think Mercedes and Tanner?
They could try it. I feel like they just need to try it.
Yeah,
I don't think that Tanner even likes Rachel. I
I
think
don't think
Tanner's
so
checked
either.
out. Tanner's so mind fucked from Kat
Yeah,
and like that situation that like he is so checked out and he should just go
yeah,
home because
I agree.
he's on the verge of tears and an emotional breakdown at any minute and you can see on his face from like a
Yeah,
mile away. But with Jordan V, I wonder, does he really want to put all his eggs in Rachel's basket because she blindsided him and dumped him before, and you know she'll do it again.
I know. I think yes, unless Mercedes was interested, because aside from that, there's like no one else that I'd want to see him with at the beach, or I think there even is anyone else. Like, I think it's just like Rachel or maybe Mercedes or no one. So he might consider trying to continue with Rachel. I do think it was such a great date.
Yeah. You know what I thought was interesting when the roast was happening and Avon like impersonated Rachel? That is the first interaction we've seen them have
I
all season,
know.
and he was her runner up.
I did think it was really cute when Rachel came back from her date and was getting advice from Wells that she had her head on Tyler's shoulder.
Why doesn't she
I
try it with Tyler again?
I
There's more
don't know.
chemistry
That's
there.
why I still think that could still be a thing. Like, I don't know why we didn't see that play out, but I love that. I
Yeah.
love them. And he wouldn't have to be I mean, obviously she broke his heart, but I think we could pick back up. Like, I think he'd be down.
I would rather see Rachel and Tyler, but I'm also kind of here for Rachel and Jordan V because that is kind of hot too. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I do like John Henry and Kat together because I feel like
She's
it's
just a
settled.
lot.
But
I'm
it's like
really glad.
what did she do this episode? She didn't fight with anyone. Like
Nothing. That's what I was saying. I'm really glad we saw none of her this episode.
this was
She
her
was
best episode yet.
Yes, she was too much. They got to the point where, like, if you're gonna have a mental breakdown, like, please go home. Like, enough's enough. And
Mhm.
this episode, she was fine because she didn't really
This
have
is her
any
best
screen time.
episode. It was like such a slay for Kat. What do you think about let's talk Sam and Peter. So they don't get a lot of airtime, but like I
No,
like Peter's so awkward to me, but I kind of
yeah,
vibe. I like Sam. I want to be her
they're
friend.
fine. I mean, they're cool, fine together. Like, I kind of wish we did see more of them just to see. I mean, I guess we kind of did on that
The
double
double
date,
date,
but,
which
like,
was
still
like
not much.
which like was so weird. But I guess the
So weird.
point of like the show is to like do these types of challenges and things that really get you out of your comfort zone.
Right, and
Because
Avon
I
is clearly out of his comfort zone.
because I loved what Kylie was saying, where she's like, we've been in Paradise Land, but like I want to see what it's he's like in the real world. I really like Kylie. I feel like she has like a good head on her shoulders and like
Absolutely.
she knew what she wanted and she got what she wanted early. And like I
She
feel like
had a iffy start, but I understood. I would also play that way, like, really grasp onto someone, poor Will, but grasp onto someone until, like, the guy I want to come in because no chance I'm going home until he's in there, so I get it.
so what do we think about Avon and Kylie? Because it seems like they're really solid.
I
I
think
think
they're solid. I think they could I don't think they're gonna end engaged. I do think they'll leave together, is kind of what I'm thinking. I don't have any spoils. So I'm feeling like he may, I mean, maybe both of them. I feel like they haven't really talked about anything in regard to like where they're gonna live. Should we get
no, like
where are those next steps?
so she said she wants to move to San Diego and that's where he lives. And then like he defended her on Twitter last week. Like they're obviously still together and dating. I don't think he'll propose
I don't
because
think so either.
on Rachel's season, he was just like not about it. And I just don't think Avon is
Yeah,
the type of guy that wants to propose on TV. I
right.
also don't know like how serious he is with Kylie. Like I almost kind of see like it might be like a 2-year course run.
Yeah.
Like I just don't see
Yeah,
him getting married.
I agree. I mean, I think we'll kind of just have to see how it plays out. Like, I'd be curious to see how they interact on social, like, once this season's over.
Yeah. I love this always happens like Abigail and Noah did this, Becca, like whenever they can't share their relationships right now. So when they
Right.
have like a
That's what I
cute
mean.
video, it always goes viral because it's like the
What you've been
finale
waiting for.
night.
Yeah,
Yes. I'm so excited to get into finale season. Like the
same.
first few weeks of because all our shows are going to be ending like back to back to back.
I
So it's just
know.
going to be like such a good time after Thanksgiving with all the shows ending. We're getting all the results.
Who else is there right now? I'm trying to think. I feel like we haven't touched on like
Well, you know what we need to talk about?
in Paradise.
We're talking about Katie coming
Oh,
in
Katie
and the Blake
Blackfeist.
and
Yeah.
Jess of it all. So
She I know you like Katie. She's just I'm not a fan. I never really was a fan, but I could just be that could be my unpopular opinion.
I like respect your honesty and like honestly, I feel like Katie would respect your honesty too because she kind of is like really cool.
I
So to give
yeah,
like the backstory, Katie came in and she kind of tricked people that she might be here to actually date, and this was way more believable than the Hannah Brown of it all because that was
yeah.
like no.
Because
But the only
everyone knew Hannah Brown was in a relationship.
yeah, but what we know now as viewers is that Katie went on FY Island and she's dating
Yeah.
on that show. So
Yes.
she was never coming in to date, but she kind of tricked them. She brought Blake aside. I think it was fabulous television and amazing for them to have their first conversation on camera with the voice
Yeah.
notes. Like
Yeah.
Katie got a good check and she promoted her comedy career. I think Katie did a 10 out of 10.
Well, for her, yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's the comedy side of her that I just feel is a little this doesn't make sense for Bachelor vibes, I guess, if that makes sense. I
But the
don't know.
roast is good. I need that roast. I need the full length version. But what did you think of her
Yes.
conversation with Blake and the voice notes? Do you remember when they broke up 2 years ago and she started
Yes.
dating John really quickly?
So
They
fast.
haven't seen each other. What did you think of them like reuniting and her apologizing?
I mean, I think it was nice to apologize, and I'm glad that like we all saw the apology. But I do feel like, I mean, this isn't her fault at all, but like they should have like done this in like the beginning of this season. Like I feel badly for Blake.
Yeah, but that's like the producers, like that's the
No,
show. Like
yes,
and
that's not
like
her.
also the point of this is it's not necessarily to fuck with Blake and give him drama. It's also to test him. To
Right.
see and what was so interesting is seeing Katie brought out feelings that he had for her that he realized he does not have for
Doesn't have
Jess.
success.
He's
Yeah.
gonna break up with Jess. And
I
everyone's
think that
really
too.
highlighting Jess's age and how she's 24. And like Jess
I
is
don't know why that's such a big deal. There have been people on The Bachelor who are like 21 and 22.
Jess is not ready for Blake.
No, definitely not ready for Blake. I don't think so either.
Not at all.
Yeah, no, she's
So
more aligned with like a Tyler.
and I really hope that I think Jess is going to be so heartbroken when
Yeah.
and if Blake breaks up with her that she's just going to leave. But like
I
there
don't think she's
was
gonna
all these
be
guys on the beach.
I know, and I
Her
think that's
and
why she's gonna be more heartbroken. Like, I don't think she'll be so
mhm.
heartbroken on Blake because she clearly, as of last week, wasn't like so in love and interested. I think it'll be more like she didn't give everyone else the solid shot that she should have herself.
her and and Mercedes tried. It's just like some of these girls, like they just
Yeah,
like didn't necessarily go after what they wanted,
right.
and it just can't work out for everyone. I did love Katie and Blake's conversation. I thought it was interesting with the voice notes.
No,
I
it
thought
was. It was
she,
good. I'm glad that he isn't going to waste his time or Jess's anymore if it does get to that point. And if like Katie is what brought that out of him, then yes, I do respect her coming into the island.
yeah, and I like a roast. I thought that was amazing because like it was so funny, but then like I felt like no one was a good comedian. Like everyone's jokes fell
No,
flat.
no one was a comedian, and
Yeah,
obviously just how the editors edit it, the only person who was getting roasted was Rachel. And then I felt badly
Rachel
because
and
then she ended up
Kat, John
crying.
Henry.
Yeah, but Kat deserves it.
I'm dead.
Like,
I lo
she
I
only
love
because she
Olivia.
roasted back. Like, Kat already roasted everyone, so I felt like this is her time to, like, get roasted back versus Rachel. I don't know. I just kind of felt bad. There were so many people who she either was in relationships with or is currently getting to know that, like, really threw shade at her that I was like, "Damn,
The Tanner
that
thing
was
was a lot
hard."
of people said on Twitter, the Tanner thing with the Gabby instead, that was like the
Yeah,
shade.
right. That was, like, rough. Like, the rest of them,
Mhm.
like, meh. Like how, I forget who said it was like you were on a show with X many guys, now you're on a beach with so many guys, and like you still can't find the one or something like that.
That one's
I was
funny.
like, that yeah, that one wasn't as bad as Tanner's.
I mean, like, everyone probably got roasted, but they only
Right.
chose
They
what they
only
wanted to show, and they showed a lot of
absolutely.
Jess getting roasted, and
Yeah,
they showed a lot of, like, the Tyler stuff. It's almost like these storylines are, like, these are the beginning of the end for these couples, and
absolutely.
the couples that they're not showing us right now are the couples that are going to make it to the end. So we're gonna see John Henry and Kat. We're gonna see Aaron B. Eliza. We're gonna see Avon and Kylie. Sam and Peter,
Do you
I don't
think that Kat and John Henry, like, have a shot
I think that they will leave the show together.
together?
I don't think they will last in real life. From
Yeah,
I think there'll be a breakup in 6 weeks after the finale or like 3 months.
okay.
I cannot wait to report on it. I'm sorry. It's just
I
like
know. Yeah, I
time. Here we
wasn't
go.
sure if they would even last throughout the show, but I guess, like, probably, like, in knowing that it's gonna end soon, like, they'll just ride it out, but
They won't last. I don't think Kat would even want to fake it for that long either.
no, no shot.
I guess like out of everyone, like probably have Avon and Kylie, I would say like I would bet my money on because I just feel like
Or,
Aaron
like,
B and
Eliza.
Eliza
Yeah,
will run into issues. But I guess we have to like see the rest of the show and how it
right.
plays out, and then we'll come back.
Yeah.
Olivia has a new man. I think his name is Michael.
I forget his name, but yeah, I feel like that's just gonna be nothing, and I feel badly that
Mhm.
she, like, didn't find anyone, but she's just entertaining it, and it's okay.
She can
It's
come back
fine.
next year. She'll be great
Yeah,
next year. Bring
totally.
her back.
And I'm shocked that Brayden's still here.
Oh my god, I forgot he was still there.
He was there, he was just around, Wells was making fun of his hat, and that was his
Wow.
on-screen presence last night.
Okay, so next week there's no Bachelor. Thank God it's Thanksgiving. So what was interesting is that they said in the preview that there was like a 2-hour finale for Golden the week after. But are they going to air Golden and Paradise? Then it would be
They
4 hours.
we can't be doing that. That would literally end at midnight.
So I don't know what they're going to do, but I hope
I
that
don't
they
know.
do. I hope they just do a 2-hour Golden and
And then
then
a 1 hour bat.
no Paradise. Just like wait it for next week. Like let's just have one night for the Golden
You
thing to
think we're
have a.
gonna have 2 weeks off for Paradise then?
I don't mind. There's still all of
I don't
December.
mind either. I just didn't think that they would do that, but maybe.
I don't if Golden is ending now, then all of December will be focused on Paradise. We have
Yeah,
3 weeks in December before like Christmas.
right.
So I don't know
Um,
what they're gonna do
no, that says there's 2 hours on November 30th
of Golden
of Paradise.
and Golden 2 hours.
Yep.
So how did they do 4 hours in one night?
I don't know. Let me look at
Why?
Golden TV again.
I don't. This is like ridiculous.
No, this is ridiculous.
This is
It
literally
doesn't say
ridiculous.
how long the finale is, but if they said it was 2 hours, then
I mean, could it be an hour him breaking up with one, getting engaged, and then doing it after the final rose? It would
could
have
be.
to be. I guess
No,
it could be
finale
like
after the final rose, I feel like has to be 2 hours. So if this is literally about to be a 4,
no.
buckle
Oh, yeah,
up.
yeah. Because he has to, like, talk to I mean, maybe it doesn't, though, because maybe it could be, like, 40 minutes of, like, the show and then
Yeah,
20 minutes of after
after
the
the
final
final.
rose where he has, like, 10 minutes with Teresa, 10
Yeah.
minutes with Leslie.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a long night.
Okay, here we go. Any final predictions of Bachelor in Paradise? I feel like we got everything out.
I do think we got everything out. Yeah, I'm
There's
trying to think
nothing
if
left
there's
to say
anyone
about it.
yeah, I don't think there's anyone else there that we didn't touch on. I'm trying to think.
Yeah. Well, before we go, Selling Sunset Reunion did come out. I did a
Yeah.
separate recap on my channel, so you guys can go watch the full 23-minute recap. So I'm not going to give too many thoughts here, but quick thoughts on Selling Sunset Reunion, Molly.
Well, do you know how long it was in between? I know sometimes you know that. Like the last episode aired.
Oh,
Like, do you know how long it was since the last episode and then the reunion?
if I had to guess, I would guess like 6 months.
Okay. So I felt like I don't know. I just felt like we were obviously it's always part of reunion, like rehashing things that like could have potentially been rehashed, like a little bit more than like the usual. Like I
Hmm.
don't know. Like I didn't feel like I felt like Chriselle and Amanda could have already become friends again. Like if this is 6 months later and like Chriselle still has beef, I don't know. I kind of felt badly for
That's
Amanda.
their job. That's their job to rehash it.
Right,
And like
exactly. But
one
they
of
hadn't
my
come to a conclusion. They could rehash,
yeah.
but, like, they still were like, "Eh." So, yeah, but I
So
it's
what was
all
the conclusion? The conclusion was that she's gonna pay like Chriselle's gonna pay
Amanda
Amanda 5,000.
5,000, yeah, and, like, they're gonna become friends again, which they already said on the show. So, like, 6 months later, like, now again, we're saying, like, we'll become friends again. So, I don't know. I just felt like it wasn't just a rehash. It was, like, something we already are resolved. But,
Hmm.
I mean, I thought it was a fun episode. I loved seeing Chriselle and Nicole go at it.
I felt
Like
like Nicole didn't get that much airtime. I was most interested in the Brie and Chelsea of it all, and I thought it was so interesting how
yeah,
Chelsea came over to the side of the couch and they kind of
and
aired
tried
that
to
fourth wheel moment, and she was apologizing to Brie and trying to be genuine and move
yeah,
forward. But like, if I was Brie, I would not want to forgive Chelsea because
no,
the things
at all.
Chelsea said in her confessionals were so telling.
Yeah, absolutely. If someone doesn't it has nothing to do with her. Like, she doesn't like, Chelsea doesn't deserve to have an opinion on it vocally. Like, it's just not about
It's
her. It's
enough.
life. She can do what she wants, and if
Hmm.
Brie ends up, like, unhappy, like, then that's Brie's choice. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
These are my like
Uh,
5 main takeaways. Tan France was not doing the best job as host. The lie detector test was because Tan France couldn't ask the hard hitting
it
questions.
was also kind of boring, but
Yeah, like the Cassandra of it all. Like, why was she not mentioned? She should have been brought out over Mary Lou. Like, what does Mary Lou have to
yeah,
say?
so agreed.
Emma is up Chriselle's butt. Like, I know they are real friends, but like, she's still up there, and like, she belongs there. Chelsea has the best style. Chelsea has the best fashion. I
Yeah.
love Chelsea's outfits and fashion. She's always giving. And I said this in my recap. I really do appreciate that Chelsea moves the needle along. She's the pot stir, but like someone's got to do it. And she is that
Yeah, someone's
person.
gotta do it, right? And she doesn't bother me so much doing it. Like,
She's
when
fabulous. She's
yeah, no,
so funny and fabulous. She just like, I couldn't be, I wouldn't trust her if I was in the office.
yeah. No, I also love Amanda. I know that she puts herself in the middle, but I, like, really love her.
Is she your favorite?
Honestly, maybe. I just feel like she's the most I mean, at least when we see on TV, like, the most genuine.
Hmm.
Yeah, I really like her.
My favorite is Brie. It used to be Christine, but now it's Brie.
My favorite was Heather, but she's not on it anymore.
Well, so she was on the first episode or something with
Yeah.
Josh Richards, who I'm obsessed
It's so
with.
funny. Yeah, loved it. Love, love.
He's like,
Um,
"Oh, I indone and like I invest and I have all these like ventures." And like he really does,
I
but like
know.
he's
Oh, he
20 and
does.
like he has so many people that work for him that do so much
Right.
for him. And like
It's
he's just
crazy.
so beautiful and so handsome. He
Yeah,
needs to
I
be
love
he needs to be the
you know
bachelor.
yeah, I love him. I
He
love
needs to
him.
be on Love Island Games.
Absolutely. I would
Yeah.
yeah, I would love to see that, but Heather was my favorite, and with her not here anymore, I guess probably Amanda.
Yeah. Wow. What else I have been watching is I'm behind on Kardashians, but like I am interested to catch up on it because I want to see
I'm
Tristan
up to it.
apologize to Kylie and
I
Courtney.
watched it yesterday.
What did he say?
He kind of just I mean, he tried to say, like, he's never seen, like, a happy couple together or seen, like, a happy marriage, and Courtney kind of was just like, "When are you gonna grow up?" kind of vibes, and he was like, "I feel awful and disgusting when I cheat," and she just was like, "Then why do you keep doing it?" So Courtney definitely was like, "No." Kylie definitely respected his apology. I think Courtney respected his apology, but, like, Kylie kind of took it and ran with it a little bit more than Courtney was.
What did
Courtney
Kylie say?
Kylie was kind of just like, I appreciate him coming over and I appreciate that he has a relationship with my kids and will take them out. Like, I think she appreciates that he's trying still. But I mean, it's you're not going to totally forgive someone who did that to your sister. Courtney was like not so forgiving. I mean, they ended on like a fine note, the conversation, but she kind of was just like, then why do you keep doing it?
Yeah.
Like
I
that
mean,
wasn't a good enough excuse.
it's interesting that he's doing this like 3 years later
Right.
on camera. I do think that like we never knew his dynamic with the other sisters, so I'm kind of
Yeah.
glad that they're giving them that Courtney and Kylie are giving him a hard time because I feel like Kim is like
Same.
obsessed with him for like some reason. And like Kim is always like down to hang out with him and like be his best friend because I think
Right.
Kim. So I'm glad that the other sisters are giving him a hard time because I still have
Yeah.
not forgiven Tristan. I'm still mad at
No.
him for what he did 3 years ago or 4 years ago. Like
Insanity.
I
And
can't look at him the same.
Courtney was like, like at this point, like she kind of was over talking about it in the fact of like, yeah, and you have another kid out there, like you did this, like your child is born and
Mhm.
it's happening. So
I just don't respect cheaters when it's like
no,
such a big level. Like I understand that like
that was
there's
insane.
mishaps, but like Tristan, Tom Sandoval, like there's a select group of reality TV jerks that
Right.
like you just can't have like I just don't understand how they could do something so
No.
hurtful to the woman they're supposed to love. Like I truly do not get it.
Courtney has a lot of not Courtney, Chloe has a lot of grace. Like I can't believe the way she handles things. I would not, but I guess it's just so different when you have kids involved. Like
Yeah.
different.
I can't believe I just compared Chloe and Tristan to Tom and Ariana, but like it
You
wasn't that
but
far off.
no. That's why I was trying to think about it. I'd be more like Ariana, but like they don't have kids together, so it's
Yeah.
different to compare.
Yeah. Wow. I'm watching Housewives too. I mean, Salt Lake, we're not going to talk about them, but like Salt Lake City Housewives are great. Potomac Housewives and Beverly Hills. Did you start Beverly Hills?
No, but I will. Right now I used to watch Southern Charm and then I stopped. So now I'm like going back and rewatching seasons to
Mhm.
like be really in the loop. So
Yeah.
that's like what I'm doing. It's like my background noise show right now until I get to like the most recent season.
Yeah. I think for me this weekend, I'm going to watch more Love Island games
You have
because,
to. That's what I look forward to at 9 o'clock every single day.
well, I'm just like excited to see what happens. And like
Yeah.
I am on episode 5, so I feel like I could watch a few more. And I still haven't gotten to the episode where y'all came in. And that's like half the reason I'm watching the season. So like I need to like see y'all. And he's gonna date Selly on the show. I
Yeah.
got a lot of teases the other night. Like I'm so excited to see. And like I kind of like knew what was going on, but then I didn't.
Right.
So I can't wait to see how the show ends. Like and
Since
who's
the
it with.
show moves so quickly, like I can't even remember when he comes in. Like for me, that feels like ages ago because so many episodes come out.
Oh my God. Well, I think it's episode 7. I'm on 5. So, and then I do want to watch Kardashians and Jersey Shore. The finale was just this week. And I think Angelina and Angelina and JWoww finally made up. So thank
Love.
God. Thank God.
And
Um,
Love Island Australia just started in the US.
wait,
Like,
I have a good idea for our podcast. I think that we should do our favorite reality TV moment of the week and our least favorite
okay, love.
to end the show
Okay.
because
I
we're
kind of
heading
already
out.
started with mine, but I can repeat.
Okay, what was your favorite?
My favorite was seeing Mitch and Tina come in again for a
Mm,
third season together, like seeing their dynamic after they've now dated on Love Island twice. I'm
mhm.
like so excited to see it. I mean, I don't think they'll get back together again for a third time, but I'm excited to see them interact.
Okay, obsessed.
What's yours?
Um, I don't know. The highlight of my week was meeting Charity. So if that
I
counts,
wanted to highlight.
yeah, the highlight of my week that counts. It's reality TV.
It does
And
count.
then like,
And meeting Sally, not meeting, but like seeing Sally and all of that.
yeah. Oh yeah, love Sally. And then my least favorite was Sutton Strack's meltdown on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because it was just so unnecessary.
I don't think I have a least. My least favorite, Katie Thurston coming into Paradise.
Yeah, that's fair for you, not for me.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna end the show. Tell everybody what you're doing this weekend.
I have a Friendsgiving tonight. That's my highlight. I'm
Right.
so excited. I'm gonna make some pumpkin bread. That'll be my contribution.
I love it.
Love, and I'll
Cool.
probably go out.
Oh, fun. Well, I'm actually going to be going on stage Sunday. My friend Zach, No Filter with Zach, he's doing a live show, like Pizzeri Bravo, and I'm going to be on stage with
So
like a
fun.
bunch of other gays for like one segment. And I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be like some type of competition.
Love.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Iconic.
Yeah, this will be great. And I'm going to edit like all of my interviews. So make sure you guys check out lots of my content from this week. Love Island Game interviews. Charity and Dotton, the interview goes live in an hour. It was really,
Yes.
really good. I think it's my favorite one. And make sure to follow both of us on social media, Zachary Reality on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe on YouTube. Where can they find you?
Hey guys, it's Molly on TikTok, and then my Instagram is just Molly O'Donnell 123.
Perfect. And thank you guys so much for joining live. And if you missed the live, you can always go back from the beginning. It saves on my page. And we will talk to you guys very, very soon.
Bye guys.
Bye.